Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to check out the most horrendous thing known to man. And no, I'm not talking about the new Behemoth album. No, instead we're going to check out some comments that I've received here on YouTube. And I would like to say that 99% of the comments I receive are of good nature, where people stick to the topic whether they agree or disagree with me. So in today's video we're going to check out the good, the bad and the weird comments that I've received over the last 2 years or so of me doing this channel. So let's jump straight into the YouTube comments section. Okay, first comment. Oscar wonders if Arnold Schwarzenegger is the narrator of this channel. No, I would say it's the same physique, but a different guy. And I've seen people guessing everything from a Russian to a German accent, but no, it's a Swedish accent, I guess. So, no Arnold here. Get to the chopper. You see, it's just not the same. Okay, next comment. Jesse continues on the foreign theme by saying, always a foreign dork going through the trouble of making videos just to backhand compliment Metallica, lol. Hello there from a foreign dork. Mr. N says,
Ruthless Metal sucks. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Amazingly somehow you always get it wrong. Here in the West, we get it. Even when we're wrong, we still get it. And clearly, you do not. Your picks are predictable. Always the first 4 LPs are the best. You're caught up in nostalgia, which is ridiculous. Hopefully this year will be your last. If not, then change your staff and get it right.
First of all, I wish I had some staff so I didn't have to do everything myself. And you're probably right, I do like the first 4 albums of almost every band that I've ever heard. But who doesn't think like that? Do you really think that the last 4 Metallica, Maiden, Priest, Megadeth or Black Sabbath albums are better than their first 4? Maybe it's just a common thing that most bands run out of ideas or start rehashing old ideas after a couple of records. And being caught up in nostalgia ain't exactly correct either, since I was hardly even born when most of my favorite albums came out. I discovered most 80s records in the late 90s or the early 2000s. And how come that modernity is seen as a better thing than nostalgia? Metal hasn't exactly evolved into something better in the last 40 years. Sure, there are some new stuff that are brilliant too, but out of the 1000 best metal records of all time, I would say that at least 900 of them came out in the 80s. Next comment. I thought this comment was funny. Brian commented on one of the Metallica vs plagiarism videos that I made. Check out all the riffs we steal. No one sues and no one ever will. We will never be arranged, as long as they are slightly changed. Fear of logging on, Napster's getting mad hits now, losing market share, downloads through the roof, karma stares at Lars. Steal, it's such a nuanced word, seemed the only way for selling out Japan. Nice one, Brian. Ask Something says, Ruthless Metal, metal died in the 90s. Fear Factory, Cannibal Corpse, Machine Head, Entombed, Rammstein, Monstrosity, Goddess of Desire, Dimmu Borgir, etc. Are we a joke to you? You just proved my point. Next question. Planet Something commented on a Megadeth video. I seriously found a book written by David Ellefson after watching this video. Better that than finding a video with him. Wink wink. Hex Something said, I really did wonder if I'd run into anything in this channel lamer than this dude's voice. And it was this 16 minutes waste of my life, lol. And I answered, I wondered the same, and then I found your comment. Scott commented this on a King Diamond video.
Grandma!
And I answered, what was it like to be on that Ruthless Metal site? EXP dumped this log in the comment section. So much similarities are only in your head, shows this latrine channel. I guess EXP has some sort of stomach issues, I'm not exactly sure, but his butt seems to be hurting badly. I just hope he feels better now. Here's Wayne, the creator of death metal, at least according to himself. because he had a band called Graveyard Rodeo back in 1979 and throughout the 80s. And I can agree with him when he says that Necrophagia of course deserves some cred for their early work, most definitely. And maybe Graveyard Rodeo deserves some cred too. I don't know, because I've never heard any early death metal recordings from them. There is a demo from 1985, but it's some sort of thrash mixed with hardcore. And according to the Metal Archives, that's their earliest recording. But if you have recorded some death metal in 1979 or 81 or something, then where is the recordings to prove it? No disrespect or anything from me. Their demo sounded fine, but I don't find it heavier than Dark Angel, Celtic Frost, Hellhammer or any of that stuff that came before it. But if my viewers knows more about Graveyard Rodeo and think that they deserve more cred, then let me know down in the comment section. Death metal ain't exactly my expertise either, so I could be wrong, but then again, where are the recordings? Nacho commented on my top 10 thrash records on 1986 list, where I put Raining Blood in 8th place and Master Puppets in 5th. And everyone is entitled to their own opinion, of course, but Raining Blood is of course an album that were extremely influential in every way. I do consider it a masterpiece, but I'm not sure if it's even their best record. 1986 was also one of the absolute best years for thrash metal, so even getting into the actual top 10 list was incredibly hard by 1986, since there were at least 20 or 30 underground classics released that year. I, for example, put Creator's Pleasure to Kill on top of my list, which is perhaps the ultimate European thrash record of all time. And Exumer's Possessed by Fire is also a very brilliant album, in the kinda early Slayer meets early Exodus style. I also had Flotsam and Jetsam's Doomsday for the Deceiver and Megadeth's Peace Cells in there. Plus, it's easy to look at it like this: Slayer is a huge band, therefore they are better than Exumer. But I don't think that's the right way to look at it. And in the end, it's not a scientific list, it's just my opinions. Matthew wonders why Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power wasn't on the same thrash list. Simply because they weren't a thrash metal band. Repeat after me: Pantera is not a thrash metal band. Thrash posted this essay.
I couldn't even make it to the end of the list before my fucking head exploded, and I wanted to scream, "Ah! Come the fuck on, Mr. Ruthless. Exumer better than Raining Blood. Nothing any thrash band has ever done is better than Raining Blood. If you think Master was better, I can't believe you would say that, since I used to respect your opinion. If you can't agree that Raining Blood is hands fucking down the greatest thrash metal album ever made, then I don't know what to think. Saying the songwriting was better on Show No Mercy and Hell Awaits is a stretch, but within the realm of possibility. But to me it sounds like an argument an 8th grader would make to a doctoral university student who could at least write it off as youthful ignorance. Even thinking Master is in the league of rain is idiotic. By the time Master came out, Metallica was officially posers in the world of thrash metal fans. It might be music someone might like listening to, but it's not thrash. Ride the Lightning was not thrash. There are good/great albums on your list in a few places, but saying Flotsam and Jetsam made a better album than Raining Blood is the stupidest fucking thing I've heard another human being said. But a close tie with saying Exumer made an album better than any Slayer album, and we know Slayer made lots of shit albums. I'm literally shaking with frustration, anger and disbelief with this list. And to think I was in the middle of signing up for Patreon and rewarding your efforts. Of course, I will eventually finish signing up and contributing, cause you deserve a financial reward for most of your work to date. But oh my fucking god, what the fuck? Are you drunk or have recently suffered a traumatic brain injury? First, no kidding is my business in the top 10, and this terrible joke of a list. Exumer, Flotsam. I'm from Phoenix, their hometown, and saw them as wild dogs, and they are okay, barely decent, but posting something on the web that says that they made an album better than Raining Blood, that is one of the most retarded things a human being has said since time began. Slayer!
Theophilos said, "We get it, you're an elitist." And I answered, "Thank you, I aspire to be. Cheers." Jackson said, he suffered and tried to make great video, but it became worst ever. And I answered, says the guy with the Lulu image, couldn't you find a Justin Bieber image? Asavin said, stupid analysis from poor soul. And I answered, yes, you're a moron, that's for sure. Have you tried Posterwire? It might suit you better. Mr. revisits the Raining Blood and Master Puppets discussion, and he guarantees to never subscribe. Good, I don't need moronic subscribers. You sound like you're new to thrash and don't know anything besides Metallica and Slayer. Plus, if you can't handle me discussing great thrash records, then I would suggest that you check out Loudwire instead. Good luck. David says,
No. Sorry, but I'm not getting where you're coming from with these lists.
yeah, you're not alone. He Knew Something thinks that Destruction is just a poor man's creator, and I don't know about that. Maybe they have a few uninspiring records in their catalog, but Destruction were thrash gods back in the day. Something complains about me leaving out Megadeth's debut record from my 1985 thrash metal list. First off, 1985 was probably the greatest year for thrash. I even hold it above 1986, due to albums like Bonded by Blood, Hell Awaits, Feel the Fire, To Megatherion, Evil Invaders, Infernal Overkill, etc. etc. So even if I love Megadeth's debut, it was quite poorly recorded and produced. Plus that Nancy Sinatra cover was kinda dull. But I still hold it as Megadeth's third best record, so I think it's great, but not in the top 10 for me. It actually ended up in 11th place that year for me, so it barely missed the list with the smallest of margins. Bum said, none of these. Your taste is so narrow it's not even funny. Well, maybe so, but I rather have a narrow frame of what I think is good than listening to new metal, alternative metal and rap metal and all of that garbage. We should all have some standards and not accept mediocrity. And that's all the comments I had for you guys today, but I might just do a part 2 of this video, because I got more comments saved up on my computer, so if you guys wanna see more, then let me know. And make sure to hit that like button while you're at it, and subscribe if you're new for more metal content. And feel free to share some video ideas with me. I feel like I'm running out of topics to cover, so give me your best ideas for future videos, that would definitely be helpful. And I also want to thank all the keyboard warriors out there that contributed to this video. And if you want to support my work, then there's always the option to become a Patreon. For only $3 you get an invite to my Discord server where the metal discussions are ongoing. Or why not go and grab yourself a shirt through the Ruthless Metal store. And that's it folks, so thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.